Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you a very quick and easy method to check the condition of a fuel line on small engine equipment. And all you need today to do this is a small pressure tester like this and a pair of needle nose pliers. If you don't have one of these little pressure testers here, you can get them on eBay or Amazon quite cheap. And today I'll be specifically showing you how to do this on a chainsaw. And I'm also going to show you how to do it without actually removing the fuel line from the chainsaw. As you guys know, some fuel lines from chainsaws can be quite a pain to remove and to reinstall, so by doing it this way, you're saving a lot of time. So the first thing you want to do is grab your pressure tester. Make sure you have the proper fitting that will fit in the fuel line of the chainsaw you're testing. And what you need to do is locate the fuel line in your chainsaw that goes to the fuel filter. Some chainsaws will have more than one line. Sometimes the second line is for the primer. So what you want to do is follow the line that actually goes to the fuel filter. And on this one, it's right below here. And what I'm going to do now is connect my pressure tester right into the fuel line. And make sure the fuel line is on nice and tight on the connector of the pressure tester. If the fuel line is loose, just cut off a 1/4 inch and plug it back on. Sometimes just cutting a 1/4 inch makes the hose a lot tighter on the connector. Now what I'm going to do is flip the saw over. Now you can remove the fuel before doing this, however I did leave it in today. And you can make yourself a hook like this out of metal wire. Reach inside, retrieve the fuel filter and the line. And now to test your fuel line for its integrity, just grab your needle nose pliers, just gently squeeze the line. You don't need to squeeze it too hard. And now what I'm going to do is pump up my pressure to about 5. And now you can see I'm still holding the fuel line and the pressure is not going down at all. If the pressure was going down, your fuel line would be bad. Sometimes you get some small pinholes in the fuel lines. But in this case, the fuel line is actually really good. So I'm just going to release. You'll see the gauge go down. And now I know that the fuel line on this chainsaw is in excellent condition. If you do have a chainsaw with a pinhole or a bigger hole in the fuel line, you will notice that it will not run properly, and it may also run very lean. And before replacing parts, this is the cheapest way to diagnose something if there's an issue with the fuel line. You don't want to be replacing all kinds of parts before doing this. This costs you nothing, whereas if you start replacing parts, it will add up pretty quickly. So by doing a simple test, you can eliminate the doubt that the fuel line might be bad and then proceed to other issues with the chainsaw. Now, if your fuel line is good and you still have issues with the saw, it could be that you need a new carburetor kit. You might actually need a new carburetor. You could have a leaking crank seal somewhere, gasket, intake boot. Now, you can also do a leak down test or pressure test on the chainsaw to determine where the leak might be. But for today's video, I just wanted to show you how to properly check your fuel line to make sure that it's good. So thanks again for watching, guys. Hopefully this video has helped you to diagnose future problems on your equipment. Make sure you also follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and have yourselves a great day.